That's the way we drew that up. You know, I'm very happy that we won. I thought we did some things from the under 4 timeout in the first half. I thought we got some momentum there, and we started to really get stops. And that allowed us to get out of transition and get some easy baskets. We saw the ball go through. And then I thought the way we started the second half and throughout, I thought we did a good job. We have to get better with playing with the lead. You know, our tendency is to relax. And I think we had a 10-point lead, and we gave up an offensive rebound basket. And then another point, we had a 10-point lead, actually got a stop and a rebound. And we had something in transition, but we threw the ball away, and they hit a three. You know, give them credit, Boston College. They were a team that has not been shooting the ball well from three. And they stepped up and made 6 threes in the first half. I think they made 10 for the game. And some guys that, you know, we didn't initially mind shooting stepped up and made some big-time threes, you know, for them. So give them credit for that. But in the end, we found a way. I like the way that when they scored to tie it, there was a broken play. We didn't want to call timeout. You know, we had the wherewithal to get it in, to push it up, and got Murph on a pull-up jump shot. And, you know, it takes guts to want to be in that moment and to take that shot. And we're incredibly grateful for him to have the guts to do that and obviously to step up and make it. And so, again, pleased with the win. First time we've won 2 in a row in this program in a while. I don't know the exact date or when it was, but I know it hasn't been in a couple of years, maybe a few years. So I'm pleased about that, and we look forward to going on the road.
Coach, how do you balance kind of being aggressive, like staying aggressive and playing with the lead and kind of protecting those big leads?
Yeah, you know, we still need to be aggressive. I think we need to continue to do things that got us the lead, and namely defend at a high level. You know, when you have a lead, you can't lose guys. You know, you can't fall asleep just staring at the ball. You can't rest, especially on defense. You have to come up with a rebound. And we have to work on that more in practice. That's something that I have to spend a little bit more time on. Game situations. You know, this time of year, you're trying to protect guys, especially because we have some guys that are playing heavy minutes. And so you don't want to do a lot of physicality. You don't want to have a lot of physicality in practice because you're trying to prevent injury and you need guys ready for for real live games. But we need to do, as a staff, we need to do a better job of helping our guys in those situations. We worked on game situations a lot early in the season, but we haven't done it in a little bit. And so that's something that, because obviously showing on tape, watching it on tape, doing it, which we do every day, coming back from film session after every game, I should say, that's not working. And so we need to get in the gym and do some more of those situations.
Jeff, why not call timeout? You just turned it over, they got a layup, the lead's gone, why not?
I didn't want them to set their defense. And I thought they were scattered. And they didn't know the matchup. They didn't, you know, the matchups were off. They were odd. And in situations like that, I think you get a chance to get a better shot. You know, we did the same thing against Kansas State. It worked. We did a similar thing against Wake Forest. It didn't work. In this situation, fortunately for us, it worked.
You guys had that, I think it was a 19-2 run at one point from the end of the first to the start of the second. Why did things start to click at that point?
We defended. That's what it was. We defended. We didn't allow them just to run their stuff. And, you know, for us, defense ends when we get the ball. So we defended and rebounded. We were able to get out in transition, and then we were able to make some shots.
Jeff, these are two kind of different things, but you know, when you talk about learning to play with the lead, how much does that tie in with what you've talked about some you know, over the past few weeks and months about some guys learning to deal with success and with attention and expectations?
It's all, I think it's all tied together. Like you know, I've mentioned a lot we're trying to build winning habits. And it's something collectively as a group that we don't have. And I don't know if it's youth, inexperience with success. It's just like that's the bottom line. We don't have it. And so you get a lead and you tend, human nature tells you, okay, I can relax now. I can take this possession off. And all of a sudden, in our game, momentum can change very quickly. And for me, I thought it was when we had the 10-point lead, and the first one we gave up the offensive rebound. And, all of a sudden, if you get a rebound there, you get out in transition, which we had done a good job. We shot 62% in the second half. Maybe we get something easy. Maybe that goes from 10 to 12, maybe 13. So in that situation, we had it. And then when we had the 10-point lead, we got something in transition, and we throw the ball away. And Heath got it, and he walked into a three, and I knew it was good. Because in that situation, they always make it. And I thought that was the one that was really concerning to me. That's when I got really worried, because you could see us get a little bit tight in that situation. And again, that's where we have to get better. I think all of it's tied together of how do you handle success, and you have to be able to finish.
You talked a little bit about being fortunate that you have a guy like Murph that wanted to take that shot, that was able to take that shot in that circumstance. How do you build that in players? How do you kind of foster an environment where you're able to sort of instill that in people, like you're saying, limited practice time and that kind of thing?
I don't think you instill that. I think some guys have it, some guys don't. Some guys run from the ball, some guys want it in that situation. I think we have a few guys that like to be in those situations and that aren't afraid of it. I think, the thing that you do is that you give them freedom, and hopefully as a coaching staff, we give them confidence that we believe in them in those situations. Like I mentioned, at Kansas State, it was Xavier. He made the shot against Wake Forest. We had a lot of guys in that position because we had 5 straight possessions where we were down 1. And tonight it just happened to be Murph. They really tried to go after X and Trey on that situation. If you go back and watch, they really tried to deny them. And the court was just open because they had so much attention on Xavier and Trey. And Justin, found Murph, and Murph stepped up and made a big-time shot.
When you were recruiting Ryan, you seemed to be the kind of guy that wanted the ball in those situations?
Well, he's always been confident. I didn't know. I never saw him play, so I can't speak on that. But he's always been really confident in his ability to shoot the basketball.
Coach, it's been a roller coaster of a game tonight. Is there any big takeaways you can take going into this road trip?
I'm just glad we won. Glad we scored 2 more points than them.
All right. Thank you, guys.